Hi, I'm Carola, and on Instagram I'm @FromCarola. In this video I'm going to be talking about all things Traveler's Notebook. So I'll talk to you about the 4 Traveler's Notebook covers that I have, and I'm really excited because I'll also do a reveal and flip through of my next bullet journal that I've set up in my regular Traveler's Notebook cover. And so I'll talk to you a little bit about my bullet journal that I've set up and the spreads that I've created for it. But first, I'll tell you a little bit about the other covers that I have that I'm also using this year. So every year, the Travelers Company releases limited edition covers or inserts. And this year, in 2022, they released limited edition box sets. And I got 2 of them. The first one is a passport size traveler's train that comes with a little cute charm that moves backwards and forwards. And I've put in inserts for journaling and collaging. I don't use it daily, I use it occasionally, but I think the size is perfect for traveling. And so when I do travel, I will take this traveler's notebook with me because it's so small and portable, and I can just throw in whatever inserts I need to include for my trip. The second cover that I have is the Traveler's Notebook Airlines. I love this cover. Flights and airlines is totally my jam. It also has a cute little charm that moves, and inside I have inserts for occasional collaging and memory keeping. If you want me to do a specific flip through of my collaging and memory keeping inserts, let me know in the comments and I can do a separate video just showing you how I use these inserts. But for this video, I want to talk specifically about my traveler's notebook that I use currently and the one that I've set up for bullet journaling as of July. So the reason why I wanted to start a bullet journal in my traveler's notebook, which is actually my first time doing this. So if you have actually used your traveler's notebook as a bullet journal, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. But I have used an Archer and Olive traveler's notebook previously in the year, and I really do like the size because it's so portable and easy to carry around with you, and so I'm more likely to use it. And I did enjoy the Archer and Olive notebook, but I do want to try and use my traveler's notebook and see what that's like. And the reason why I do like the traveler's notebook is because of the different inserts that you can put in depending on what you need to include in your bullet journal. So I'm going to give it a try and see how I feel after using it. I currently also use this passport size cover for notes about stationery and just interest topics. I use the Kaweco L Sport fountain pen because it's so portable and just easy to throw in with my cover. This cover I got in 2016 in Japan. It has the old school Midori made in Thailand imprint, whereas the newer Traveler's Notebooks say the Traveler's Company Japan on the back. So that's just a little tidbit if you didn't know. So I use the passport size currently. I will be using the regular size as of July. And yeah, I'm excited to show you a flip through of the spreads that I've created so far. And as you can see, it's not thin. It's kind of chunky already. And I have 3 inserts as well as a canvas pouch insert as well. So yeah, I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. And I also use a clip from the Coffee Monsters Co. to indicate where the second insert starts. So that's just a cute thing I added in there. So the first insert, which is my main bullet journal insert, is from Galen Leather. They're based in Turkey, and they create these notebooks that are made from Tomoe river paper. which is great for fountain pens, which I want to use in my bullet journal, and they come in different sizes, so I'm happy that they have the traveler's notebook size that I can use in my traveler's notebook cover. So this is my cover page. It's just a collection or collage of washi and stamps and papers that I like. My second page holds the key. So these are the signifiers that I'm going to be using in my bullet journal to mark off tasks and things. The next page are for intentions for my bullet journal, as well as inks that I'll be using throughout. Then are 2 dedicated pages for an index. I don't have page numbers in my insert, but I'm going to be using these 2 pages just to give some context around what is included in my bullet journal, just so I can quickly look back on it. Then I have 2 pages for future planning, and that will contain 6 months of tasks that come up, and that I'll just mark off what month I need to complete them in. So as of August, because this bullet journal will start in July, I want to have tasks put in from August onwards for 6 months. And I'm using these cute Midori tabs. They're copper tabs, they're lightweight and small, so they don't stick out too much to mark off pages that I will refer to. Then I have 2 pages that are dedicated to chores and house notes. The first page of chores are just some common chores I do around the house, and I have the week numbers on one side so I can just put an X through when I've done a task. And the house notes is just for notes about the house. Then I have a page for hobbies. So I like to jot down what my current hobbies are that I like to spend time on, so that at the end of the year or at the end of the bullet journal, I can refer back to, what I spent my time on and what I spent time doing that I enjoyed. And I also like to note things that spark my interest. So things I want to try. And sometimes they don't become hobbies. Sometimes I kind of just dabble in them and then move on. But I like to keep track of those things. Then my next page is for books, because I love reading and I like to keep track of what I'm currently reading as well as what I want to read, so to be read. Then I have a page for projects, so just big projects that come up that I can break into little chunks throughout the year. And then I also note down Happy Mail, so mail that I get from friends and that I also send out. Then we dive into my monthly spreads. So the first little bit, the first few spreads that I've flipped through are sort of my key fundamental pages that I like to have in each bullet journal that I set up. And then I have a couple of monthly pages, and that includes this cover page that's for July. And I like to include the colors that I want to use throughout that month, or the themes. Then the next page is for my monthly intentions and things I'm looking forward to in that month. And it could just be simple things, or it could be stationery related, or just some fun events and tasks that I want to do. This page is dedicated to things that I'm interested in currently, so it could be anything that I'm watching, listening to, or doing, and I just kind of like to keep an archive of that. The next page is my monthly log, and as you can see, I include the week numbers just in case a task is meant for a specific upcoming week. Otherwise, I'll keep that blank and I'll just put in the task and log it in. I've also tabbed it off with my Midori tab. Then we go into my weekly pages. This one is week 26, so it'll be a week in July when I start this bullet journal. And in this weekly log, I will either indicate what day of the week that task needs to be completed, so Monday to Sunday, or I won't indicate the day and it'll just be whenever I can include it in a daily log. Then I have an inbox page where I just throw in tasks that I'm not sure where they currently live. So I might put it into my monthly log or into a daily log. So these pages will be my daily logs, and I'll start on Monday obviously, and I'll just continue the next day as I complete it. So the rest of the book will be completed as I go. I don't like to pre-fill everything, just the first few pages, as well as my monthly logs and weekly logs. And that's my first insert. The second insert is made by Soomkeen, which is a company based out of France. It's a no-waste notebook, traveler's notebook size, so you can just insert it in. It doesn't come with a cover per se. The front and end covers are actually a little bit thicker than the papers inside, but they don't have a design on the front cover. So I just made a collage. On the back, they have their brand name, and it's a cream colored paper, great for fountain pens, and it will go really well with the brown ink that I'm using in it. This insert was gifted to me by Phaidon Pens, which is a stationery shop located in Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. So if you're local, you should check them out if you're into stationery and fountain pens and ink. They also have an online store, so you can find Soomkeen products as well as other stationery products on their site. And I just wanted to use this notebook insert in my traveler's notebook and see how it holds up to ink. And so far, you'll see the setups that I've done inside. I'm enjoying it, and I think the paper is really smooth and easy to write on. So this spread is just a collage cover page. I'll use this page to write highlights or notes throughout the year probably. I've kept it blank just so I have an option. And then I have a yearly overview by month for birthdays and events such as anniversaries and things like that. I started as of June 2022, and it'll go until July 2023. And so it's just an overview of upcoming birthdays and things that are really important. And I've tabbed it off as well. And then I have monthly pages. What I like about this notebook actually is that it has these columns already indicated. And I'm trying to find a blank page, but maybe the back page where you have 4 columns and by 7. So it's perfect because you can set it up in a way that marks off the 7 days of the week as well as the month. So that's how I've decided to use this insert, is for monthly and weekly pages. And this first part is just for the months. On one side, I've written down the week numbers. On the other side, I've written down the initial of the month. And at the top, I've indicated the day of the week. So I think it's a perfect setup. And this little scribble is courtesy of one of my kids. And yeah, so I'll have the monthly pages, and I'll jot down just events that are going to happen throughout the month. Then I have the weekly pages, so indicating Monday to Sunday, and I've put in 2 columns. And I think what I'm going to use this weekly section for is for social content planning, and I'll write down what I want to post as well as the social posts that I actually put out. So that's my plan currently, but we'll see once I start using my bullet journal what I actually need to keep tabs on. So then I have the traveler's notebook canvas pouch insert, which will house loose papers and stickers and washi that I'll use in the insert that it's in between, which is for collaging. I like this canvas pouch because it comes with little holders where you can put your cards, or the zippered pouch in the back that also holds loose items, but it's not too thick, so it doesn't take up too much room. And this insert I'm going to be using for collage journaling. So I don't know if I'll do it on a daily basis or a weekly basis, but what I've done here is taken a craft notebook insert as well as a lightweight paper insert and combined them. So I have a few craft papers in there as well as the lightweight traveler's notebook paper. I'm excited to have a collage insert as part of my bullet journal, so we'll see how that goes and how fun that'll be. And so that's the flip through of my bullet journal in a traveler's notebook, and I'll do an update video once I start using it and let you know how it goes. If you've used a traveler's notebook as your bullet journal, I would be very curious to know your thoughts as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Carola, and on Instagram I'm at @FromCarola. I'll be sharing some spreads on there as well if you want to come and connect. Let me know if you have any questions or comments or thoughts about this flip through. Bye! I'll see you in the next video.